Hey folks, it's Brent Downing with the Downing Group at Century 21. Hey, hope you're having a great week. Thought we would talk about should we buy a new house or a resale house this week and kind of the differences, what to be thinking about. There are several factors in deciding whether or not to buy a new house or a resale house. And when I say new house, I'm talking mostly about what I call the production built houses, like Mungo, Essex, Fortress Builders, Great Southern Homes. Those are four of my favorites in the area. There's a few that are not my favorites. I'm not going to say who they are. But anyway, there are some factors to consider when choosing whether to buy a new or resale house. The first one is, how long are you going to be there? You don't want to buy a new house, spend 6 or 8 months building it, and then move 2 months afterwards. I did that exact thing one time. I've built 3 houses in the last 20 years. I've helped people buy probably 50 of them in the last 4 or 5 years. Went through all the agony and toil of designing a house and building it, and then moved in finally, got all the furniture bought, and then moved 6 months later. Now I know you can't predict that, but if you know you're not going to be there very long, certainly like young couples who are very, they move around a lot, whether it's job promotions or whatever, you may want to be careful about that. The other thing to consider is if you do buy a new house, you probably don't want to be one of the first ones in the neighborhood, especially if you're going to be moving sometime in the next 5 years. It may take that builder 2 or 3 years to build out that neighborhood, and you definitely, when you go to sell your house, do not want to be competing with the builder and new construction. So there's that factor. The other thing is cost. Sometimes new construction can actually be very competitive with resales. And the things aren't just about the price, it's about all the costs that go into a house. You buy a new house and usually you'll get a pretty good warranty. Everything's new, the roof is new, the appliances are new, all that. You buy a 10-year house that may be cheaper than a new build. But keep in mind though that a 10-year-old house, the utility costs are gonna be probably a lot more per square foot than a new house. There has been so many developments with energy efficiency initiatives in the last 3 or 4 years. It's amazing how low some of these bills are. So that's something to consider. Now, with new houses, usually they're going to be in HOA type neighborhoods. Sometimes they'll have the community pool, sometimes playground and all that, but usually this kind of construction is in subdivisions that have smaller lots. So you'll have to be prepared for that. And also too is, a lot of them will just be clear cut. And so be careful about, especially what's in your backyard. If you have a bunch of houses that are like in your backyard and you have a choice between that and being backed up to the woods, definitely pick the woods every time, all else being equal. Let's see, what else? On a resale, like I said, it may be a cheaper price, but in the end, your overall cost, your power bill could be $100 more a month. So those are some things to think about when deciding whether or not to buy new or a resale. Of course, when you build a new house, you're homeless while they're building it, so keep that in mind as well. So if you're thinking about buying a new house or resale, trying to decide, feel free to call us or email us. Like us on our Facebook page, message us there. We're here to help, and have a great week.